Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jax.
And Max.
And we're back with week 11 of social distancing.
Or pandemic.
And
curfews. Man, those curfews.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah, now we can't play Manhunt.
Yeah, I know. It stinks.
Manhunt is a tag game. We don't use actual. It might sound bad, Manhunt. You know,
dude, it's a game.
If you didn't know what Manhunt was.
Yeah,
okay.
You'd think that someone was on the hunt
for a man.
For a man that was a bad dude.
Yeah.
Like what's happening
it's not that.
in the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with all... Well, what's new, Jackson? I'll ask you first.
There's curfews.
There's curfews, yeah.
Week is... and school's ending. That's one of the best ones. Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one is good.
In some areas, school's already ended.
Yeah.
In some schools.
Lucky.
I think around the country they end in different times. So some ended in May, but they start earlier.
Guess what time it is in Hong Kong?
I don't know.
11:25 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what does that have to do with us? I'm just asking.
Absolutely
I don't know. Wait, the pandemic is also in Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's true. But the pandemic, there's no reason for, the curfew has nothing to do with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
With all those protesters, we can't really stay out later because, is it, really sketchy?
Yeah.
If you're out there, alone, especially.
Yeah, but, if you live in certain towns,
Yeah, there's certain areas that it's worse in than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, what we have is, we have an injustice that took place somewhere in this country, right? In a different state. And people are protesting about it, which is okay, right? It's our right to protest.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's some bad dudes or bad people that are using that protest.
Peaceful turning violence.
Exactly. To be violent, which, unfortunately, for the rest of us, ruins our evenings.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
My evenings are usually play outside in the dark.
Right. And yesterday we had to be in by 8, and it wasn't even dark yet.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrible.
And the night before we didn't have a curfew. And the night before that it was 9.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And the night before that it was 10 or something, wasn't it? Or was
10?
it 9?
I think it was 11.
I like when it's 11 because I'm going to have to go inside at 11.
Yeah, but they're worried that the bad protesters, the violent ones, are going to start going elsewhere in this area, not just the city. And it's happened, so that's what it is. But don't you find it very interesting that, you have these protesters, whether they're protesting peacefully or not, gathering together, hundreds of people gathering together during this pandemic when we're supposed to be practicing social distancing?
Nobody's even talking about coronavirus stuff anymore. It's all just
the news.
It's all just the curfews and riots and the protesting. They're not even. They don't even. I don't know if they realize, but there's hundreds of people grouped up together protesting when all of them probably have the coronavirus because they're in a huge group with at least one person that has it.
What I think is interesting, though, is some of these protesters, even the ones that are violent, are wearing masks. It's funny to me that they're wearing masks. Not everybody's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But when you're watching TV, there's a lot of them that are wearing masks, some the wrong way. But it's so interesting that, they don't want to protect they're not protecting other people's property. They're inciting violence and ruining people's property, yet they have a mask on so they don't spread corona. I'm talking about the bad people because we're not going to turn this political because that would be silly. I'm just talking about the bad aspect of protesting. The good aspect of protesting is that we all have freedom of speech and we can do that as long as we're doing that in a peaceful way, right? To send a message.
Yeah.
It's just that the bad people are using it as an outlet, and it's very unfortunate, and it's kind of ruining everyone else's
life.
Party life, day, whatever.
Yeah.
So Enough about that. Weird stuff. So school's ending.
Mm-hmm.
When?
Week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
what Jason's
I
teacher
think
said.
it's next week, Friday. And then on Monday, I'm going to get my stuff that I
This
think
Monday?
Yes.
No, like not this upcoming Monday. Wait, this upcoming Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Do you still have stuff at school?
Probably like
In a locker?
spare papers.
Yeah.
Probably like just like dumb stuff.
No personal stuff in a locker?
No, I took all those out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
yeah,
cool.
Max.
I didn't even have anything to either.
So how is it going to end, though?
I don't know. I think like teachers might like send out like an email, or like maybe the principal will send out like an email
No,
to
I mean,
everybody.
Right, but like you're actually going to get a report card? And
I don't know.
what is it going to say on it? It's just weird.
Yeah, like the
Yeah, like with the report cards, they're doing like S for like satisfactory,
Oh,
and then
okay.
like I for incomplete.
Oh, okay.
That's what mine
That's
is.
what they're going to do instead of
Yeah.
letter grades.
But like for like, there's like two classes that I have like a grade in, and it's social studies and band, which they probably did that at the beginning. They probably put in numbered grades for that.
Oh, interesting. So, guys, when school's over, really think about this. What's going to change for you in your daily routine, with the exception of logging into a computer?
Wait,
Well,
we're
I'll
done?
probably have to give my computer back.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably have to turn it in, which sucks.
Right, because you use it for personal stuff too.
YouTube, Netflix,
See? Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Anything
So there he
else?
goes. They can't have that laptop. Save your money. You could probably buy a laptop.
Probably.
You could buy a Chromebook for cheap.
How much?
Like less than $300,
Use
maybe $200.
Chromebook. Look at the search history. If you ever buy a used Chromebook, look at the search history.
You don't buy used. Don't get into that habit. Buy new. Anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But what exactly is going to change? What do you think is going to change?
I'll probably not have to get up early a lot, besides for baseball.
He doesn't get up early to begin with.
I know.
Yeah.
Only for workouts.
Only for workouts. Nothing else.
What about you, Jackson?
I'm gonna be outside. I'm gonna be in the morning. I'm usually right when I'm gonna be waking up. I'm not gonna have to go onto a Chromebook, or like it's whoever's watching me.
Right.
Yeah, most
So-
likely you.
Fun, isn't it?
Yep,
Mhm.
very fun.
Yeah, everyone's getting on everyone's nerves lately.
I wonder who could be.
It would be Jackson, right? And he'll admit it.
Jackson's
It's like he's proud of it.
Jackson's on everybody's nerves.
I think everyone, I'll be honest with you, I think everybody is on everyone's nerves. I think you guys are on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
I've been with you for 11 weeks, 11. And this week it was 3 days in a row, and it was a lot for me. I'll be very honest, because these boys do not listen, one more than the other.
Hey, I listen more than him.
You listen. Whoa. You listen. Whoa.
I know, I'm kidding.
We're listening, but you listen. Let me rephrase. You listen. You just don't respect or obey.
I know.
At all
listen.
times.
I know I listen. I listen.
Right? You listen, but it doesn't really make a difference.
No.
But I think it's getting worse.
Yeah.
I think the pandemic, the social distancing, and now these curfews, which you might not think is affecting anything. It's just another day. Oh my gosh, we have another thing. But let me tell you something. I think in the back of our minds, all of us, there's stuff going on. I know for me there is. I can't handle this. I'm struggling. So, it's Judine from hrwhat.com. This is something that we have been doing for 11 weeks, even though we've probably been in for 12.
Yeah, because we missed a week, right? Because
We
you
did,
didn't.
because on vacation. They were on vacation.
Yeah.
One was, anyway.
Yeah.
And so I think right now we're at a point where, we couldn't order out after a certain time because of the curfew yesterday. We can now be in. We can be in groups of I think 15 now, practicing social distancing.
I have baseball practice
I
tonight.
thought it was already 20.
Maybe it's 20, whatever it is. So we had a little meeting yesterday with our running club, and we've been doing Zooms, and we actually yesterday went to the park, and we all pretty much practiced social distancing for the most part. Social distancing meaning staying, a certain part away from each other. But we had to be done at like 8. We had to be done at like 8 o'clock at night. It was terrible. We usually don't get done till 9:30, so that was pretty crazy. And I think Max already figured out something new that's happened. Two more new things that are happening. Number one,
I have baseball practice.
so there's actual physical baseball practice
It's
happening.
supposed to be tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to have it because of thunderstorms that happened last night.
Yeah, but wouldn't they have practice in a facility?
No, we don't have it in a facility. We're having it outdoors.
Okay.
Because, it's nicer out now.
And what happened this week, which is different from past couple weeks?
Phase 2.
Oh, we slept over.
No, yeah.
But
Phase 2, and what does that mean? What is the biggest, most exciting thing that happens for Phase 2?
Baseball practice and haircuts.
Boom.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else. I'm so far removed from what Phase 2 means because I'm not a business owner that I don't really care.
I only care about Phase 4.
Phase 4 is what?
Baseball games.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
But you have a tournament scheduled in 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, that's in Ohio, which is opened up, I think.
I don't think they're Phase 4 though.
They're at least Phase 3 then.
I don't know. I can't believe you have baseball tournament.
What's Phase 3 though?
Good question. Homework for next week. And we're gonna wrap it up. We'll give you homework for next week. Just watch the news for 10 minutes. They'll tell you what Phase 3 is. But Phase 3 won't be next week because there has to be 14 days. Yeah, it's 14 days in between.
It could be 4 weeks depending on if
We go backward?
protests affect it even more and we make another uphill.
Yeah, see, because that's one of the problems we're going to run into. They're worried that these protesters and the protesters and the what do they call it? The bad protesters and the good protesters. Those who are not practicing social distancing might have a problem. So, all right. Until we meet again, we will be meeting again.
13 minutes long.
That's okay. It's not going to be the longest one. Next week, we'll meet again next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a guest next week.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Possibly.
And that'll be fun.
Yeah, we should get a guest down here.
So
that's what we
it would
need
be
the
fun.
most.
Maybe we should have
We
one
need
of
to
your
see what-
friends, Paige, Dominic. Totally would be fine. I think Paige and Dominic only because they're the ones that I see when I'm at your house.
Yeah, those are pretty much the only ones I hang out with.
Yeah. Or because Anyway.
Most likely Paige I hang out with.
All right, guys. So let's wrap
We're
it
gonna
up.
have to tell her a rule and no being annoying because that's hard for her.
That's hard for you.
And her.
Okay.
Big body.
Well, we'll see what happens. Every week
Okay.
we just kind of wing it, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Pull
guys.
it off.
Anything to end? Any words of wisdom? Anything you want to say?
Stay
I got
safe.
nothing.
Stay home. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Listen to the curfews.
Ooh, good job.
All right. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
But yeah, you got.
All right.
because I
At this
said
point, my social media handles are coming up on the screen as we speak, and, except for Twitter because I'm not good on that. But with that being said, you guys have a wonderful week, and
Bye.
See you next week.
bye.
Bye.